So here's the Magic Leap here with the Analogix.
Hi.
So who are you?
Hi, I'm Grazia Stefan with Analogix Semiconductor. You're looking at the Magic Leap AR HMD.
So your chipset is inside?
Yes, our SlimPort ANX7530 is inside.
To do what?
It basically does the conversion from MIPI to DisplayPort and displays on the PCB inside the VR headset.
Because your solution is great for VR. You're showing something about there.
We are showing.
And that's kind of around here. Is it this kind of solution you have inside?
Exactly. This is we announced this actually at Computex.
Yeah.
We announced this at Computex in Taipei, and back in June. It's our second generation Chicago chip that you just saw. That's inside the Magic Leap headset, and we expect a lot of VR manufacturers, headset manufacturers.
Why they would use this and not what they have before? What's better about this?
We increased. Well, the resolution is higher. The package is also smaller, so it allows for cost savings on the BOM.
And
higher speeds, higher resolution.
Less heat, maybe?
Yes, so the whole performance of the system is improved. You get higher resolution, faster refresh rates, lower power, and with a much smaller package.
Up to what resolution? Is it very high right here, or?
Yeah, this one I believe it goes all the way up to 4K for both eyes.
Nice. And over here you're showing the retimer systems. Yes. You also showed this at Computex, right?
We showed this at Computex. We announced our 7440 family going into production in a whole bunch of notebook PCs, ARM and Windows. It basically shows a cascading daisy chaining process. You have,
for example, here it is one Chromebook.
Well, this one,
Chromebook?
Yeah,
this one here.
Yeah, it connects basically between a source device and an external display. You have a system that goes from a USB 3.2 to a DisplayPort auto mode.
So that means this MacBook has 4 Type-Cs, and they can all do power, they can all do display, they can all do everything?
It's daisy chaining, yeah.
Daisy chaining.
Yes.
So just to make the Type-C port universal and simple, you provide a solution to enable all this.
Well, what the retimer does, it allows, now that the speeds are so high, they go all the way up to 10G, the signal, it's a signal conditioner that allows the content to go throughout the whole system with no losses, visual losses in the actual quality.
And you were in this Chromebook right here, an Intel Power Chromebook?
Yes, we're in the Chromebooks.
And others with ARM too?
With our ANX3429, a whole bunch of Chromebooks from Acer, from Lenovo, Asus, Samsung, HP, so they're all using our solution. Here you have a retimer solution, just like you saw in the daisy chaining design for a smartphone.
Yeah.
And it allows for these high resolutions, 4K by 2K, with concurrent DisplayPort and USB 3.
So this is like a Type-C dock for the phone. And this dock does a whole bunch of stuff just from one cable.
Actually, but this is the PCB version, but you normally see this inside a phone.
Inside the phone?
Inside the phone, yes.
Ah, okay. All right. And here's another Chromebook.
This is another Chromebook design. It's using our 7447. It's a PD 3.0 single chip solution in a whole bunch of Intel Gemini Lake based platforms.
Nice. And what's he working over there?
He's actually we're showing here a VESA display string compression, DSC compression using one of our chips. It's a timing controller that goes inside the actual panel. And what the system shows, it basically shows you that it goes in and out of PSR every couple of seconds, and it alternates between compressed and uncompressed images.
Nice. So you work together with the VESA, which is doing the DisplayPort?
Yeah, we are a member of VESA. VESA is the body, the centers body that has
You're one of the main members, right?
We are one of the main members.
Kind of the founder of the whole DisplayPort?
Yes, we actually go back, way back to when DisplayPort. Pretty much,
you
yes.
Did? Yeah.
Yes.
And what is this demo over here?
This is another display panel.
Stand there. Yeah.
This is another.
Close it to me.
This is another timing controller demo. It's using a timing control chip that we actually announced in September. It's the 2403. It's the first display HDR 400 certified IC.
Display HDR 400. What is that?
Yes.
It's a stand for HDR by Display
Yeah,
by the Visa.
VESA announced Display HDR a few months ago. There are a few categories, and we are the first semiconductor company that has a timing controller Display HDR 400 certified.
Because you need new HDR displays, of course. You also need new HDR supported cables, or no?
Yeah, there are a whole bunch of displays out there. They all say they're Display HDR, but now VESA has come up with this truly comprehensive testing process and categorizes actually all the displays into these 3 different categories.
To support all the different types of HDR?
Yes.
HDR Plus,
HDR 400, 600, 1000. So there are different categories, different testing procedures and processes, and we're very happy that our chip has
Does
been...
400 means peak luminance is 400 lumen?
I don't know the details of the actual spec. VESA has published that on their website.
And this?
Here we show a 8-bit versus 8.2 demo. Basically, there is the source here is a quantum data generator. There is a difference between 8-bit and 8.2 when the FRC with the FRC output.
What is 8 plus 2?
It's a different setting of the bit color.
So Analogix is very busy with lots of things happening.
We are doing a lot of things. We are very much involved in the interface connectivity space, as you've seen here in the display panel with timing controllers, as well as in the VR, AR space.
With all these different ones. These are all the high-end ones, right?
Well, we are high-end and lower-end. So on the lower end of the spectrum, we have the Microsoft mixed reality headsets that were announced last year. We're in all of them, including the 2nd generation from all sorts of suppliers like Samsung and Acer. And, we're also in a different, this is not really VR, it's more like a gaming console.
How does it work? It's 2 phones?
Yeah, it's actually from ASUS. They promote this as a dual screen. The same VR chip that you've seen in all these VR headsets is actually used in this particular application as a dual screen phone display.
So you put in your phone here, and here's an extra display for it?
Yes. It's loading now.
So it's using the DisplayPort output of the Type-C that is supported in the phone?
It's the same. It's a DisplayPort 1.4. There's a receiver that has 4 lanes, and there are 2 single MIPI DSI outputs.
So it seems that the DisplayPort out mode on Type-C has been very popular, right?
It is very popular.
How did you manage to do this?
Well, again, we have been in the DisplayPort area for many, many years. We're always trying to innovate and trying to come up with different use cases to improve the user experience. And DisplayPort right now is the only interface that can achieve those levels of quality.